all the mechanics here. Right, so Tesher, do you want to introduce the blue team?
I will, in fact, introduce the blue team starting in the top lane. The team is El Nexo, and we have Gram PKT on the Bright Wing. Lucifron will be playing Prince Arthas. LOL versus XD will be on the Valor. Alistair is playing the Falstad, sorry, and Vortex is Commander Reyna.
And on the other side, we have the team of Well Met, with Hirake playing Well Met. Nomi playing Stitches, Hasselhoff playing Tychus, Hysterica playing Kerrigan, and finally we have Soke playing the Tyrande. And both teams immediately going towards their observatory. And I'm kind of curious what El Nexo is doing here. They're just waiting a little bit.
Yeah, I think they're trying to stay as far back in their vision as possible to try and look. They're definitely trying to avoid the Stitches hook.
Yeah.
But I guess they were trying to draw the rest of they were trying to draw the West of Well Met in. So I'm not sure.
I'm also a little bit curious about the choice here once again by Well Met. I know that they actually picked up their heroes just because of this 4 versus 4 fight that we're seeing more and more. But yeah, Nomi, Hirake, and Hysterica just hiding behind the gate, just making them think, oh, they're
hiding themselves from vision.
I
Nice.
like this. Oh, Nomi, why are you going in?
Yeah, Nomi tried to go for a hook, but we can see how Nexo were playing a bit safer. So it is pretty nice. And they're looking for neither team looking for an engagement here. They're just trying to deal with this. And Well Met are playing 4 people in their Golem lane, but they're going on to Lucifron. The stun from Tyrande, and Lucifron goes down. And that's a good reason to pick up Tyrande. The triple stun coming in from the hook, the Ufa, and the Tyrande. Very nice chain. That's very cool. And that is one of the reasons they are running with this 4 people in the bot lane. It may not be their Golem lane, but Tychus is more than capable of keeping up with Alistair in the top lane. So that neither team is going to get their lane pushed up. They can counter
Vortex, LOL versus XD.
well enough.
Yeah, now actually I like what El Nexo is doing. They're like, okay, we're doing this once, and now we're going somewhere else completely. We're going directly into the top lane. We're going to make sure that Hasselhoff has no chance in that top lane. Going to try and deal as much damage as we can to the towers.
Tower out of this.
Yeah, this is a very good, and this is going to give them a little bit of experience, exactly the experience they actually lost when dealing with, oh, nice teleport by Grand PKT there, immediately going into the mines, and oh my god, oh my word, it's so bright here. Lucifron, he's just in the lead there, takes the hit from the owl here. Nomi looking for the hook. Oh, he catches it over 60. So much damage being put down here, and both heroes going down, just getting bursted. Now Vortex trying to escape here. He's getting his passive procced, and oh my word, there was just a little bit too much damage. You can see Falstad actually going to the other side. Grand PKT in even all more sorts of trouble. The hook, not from Hysterica, he doesn't really have the the mana for it, but it is Well Met, who has 36 out of the 100 skulls already.
Yeah, but they are still grabbing them. But now, Soke has run into a bit of trouble here, meeting Brightwing and Alistair. He will definitely go down. And here comes the rest of El Nexo, gonna try and salvage what is left of this mines. There's one camp down here that they kind of need. But for now, they're just gonna chase Well Met out of here. And Well Met completely backing up. But Hasselhoff gets knocked down. It's now Hystercia. He's been envenomed and he is trapped. He will go down. And El Nexo taking control. They have to get this bottom camp if they want the advantage, and LOL versus XD has arrived in the mines. He will clear that up. Now the rest of El Nexo going straight for that Golem.
This is a smart move by Well Met, by the way. They're moving towards all of the mercenary camps, going to take those away from El Nexo. And especially these here, the Siege Giants that Hirake is currently fighting with together with Nomi and Soke. If they take those away, it's going to be a lot harder to fight back against the Golem, because El Nexo tends to go for the Siege Camp, or rather, each team tends to go for the Siege Camp just in order to stop it, to stop the Grave Golem. And now it's even going to be fighting together with them. So this is not looking too good for those guys. Actually, Lucifron now going to lock up Nomi here. Nomi in a lot of trouble. He's going to get jumped upon, but he actually pulls in Lucifron together with Hysterica. Lucifron so low, but the healing from Brightwing is just enough, and that's going to allow El Nexo to survive this one. Grenade being popped out to force back Alistair and LOL versus XD, and now the Grave Golems are pretty much of equal strength.
Yep, super solid counter engage here by Well Met, able to completely counter the El Nexo. I guess that was technically a gank, even though it was in their own jungle. But we're now going to see Well Met taking their Siege Giants, and this is much better for them due to the fact that their Siege Giants will help kill the El Nexo Golem. El Nexo, though, are helping their Golem push, but they're going to run into the majority of Well Met here. Brightwing joining El Nexo as well, and it's 4 versus 3. Stitches will be joining Well Met soon, though. The Well Met do have the Golems, and the Giants, sorry, and they're going to help, but now they're actually in range to be killed because of how Well Met, El Nexo, sorry, have been helping here. But they're probably going to kill this Golem off before it does take down the fort. Whereas, well, Met's Golem still completely clean here, just able, it's going to be able to take down the towers.
Also, a mule now coming in. Smart move there by, I believe, Uther that picks up the mule here.
No, Uther can't take mule. It is Tyrant.
Okay, it's Tyrant. Smart move here, picking up the mule. It already got taken down though, but in the top lane, the top golem, the red golem for the team of Well Met didn't do all that much. It might have been a little bit, well, a little bit weaker. But because of the fact that El Nexo rotated all the way to the bot lane together with their full team, well, even with those Siege Giants, they dealt a much more severe blow to the team of Well Met.
Yeah, this is the case, and Well Met looking to maybe roll in and try and steal this Bruiser Cap, but the root coming down from Arthur's stopped Hiruke going in, and that was their engage opportunity. So, El Nexo grabbing the Bruiser Cap, Well Met pulling back to engage to clear this up before they do lose too much ammo, and they only have 1 tower left up here. But El Nexo going to respond to this and immediately dive onto this bottom floor, and they're going to be able to kill it. Mule or not, that will go down, and this is what El Nexo do. They create distractions and they create opportunities, and down goes the fort. And El Nexo really liking their dives here. Well Met looking for their opportunity, but now they are in some trouble, and they're finally going to be able to clear up the Bruiser Cap in the top lane, and the mule has been sent there as well, as there's basically nothing left bot lane to defend.
Yeah, so just work on the gate, work on the tower. Maybe does it also work on walls? I don't know exactly.
It does not, unless the wall is literally the only thing around.
Okay. Well, for now though, there's a lockup onto Luciferon. Luciferon just getting popped here. That's the end of him. Now Artis has already fallen. Hysterica getting a nice heal there from Hiruke, and they're trying to turn it around. The mines are not open yet, so it's going to take another 30 seconds. There's the hook. Oh, the hook lands in the vortex! Long range hook. There's the Chocolat coming out as well. Hysterica and Love over the Rain of Vengeance is going to lock down Kerrigan. And now El Nexo, having the experience advantage, is going to just one by one take down anyone who decides to stick around. And wow, that level up for El Nexo. So good.
Yeah, really well timed. And
Hello, Light.
So close to leveling up as well. And that was super close. I'm loving the stun combos coming out from Well Met, but that fight for El Nexo was just so much better. They were able to turn, and the rain just destroyed them. But here is the fight. The trap was there. It is the Starfall coming out from Tehran, but she gets taken down. There's the hook. Luciferon does get Gorge Sestercia a bit early there, and there goes Luciferon. He's going to try and make a break for it, but he might not go down, actually. He has Army of the Dead. He roots Kerrigan and Nomi, and they're chasing him in the Army of the Dead. He is healing himself very heavily here. Hasselhobbs has come down to help as well. There's the overdrive about to come out. The stun goes down, and Luciferon finally does die. But while this is happening, El Nexo have already won the mines.
I'm a little bit confused as to why Vortex actually ran himself straight into the enemy team. He could have retreated into the mines, helped his team a little bit more. But what El Nexo now can do is just shove the bottom lane, get themselves even more of a foothold in that bottom lane, as well as being able to pick up the Observatory and the Siege Giant camp here. They have Falstad, they have Brightwing. Falstad dashed over the wall, he can double bribe. Yeah, there it is. Siege Giants are going to go into the top lane. And there's nothing that's going to be defending against that golem in the bottom lane. Except the tower, but I wouldn't call that defense.
Yeah, but it's going to be a 60 skull golem as well, which is devastating. This is going to be quite difficult for them. And someone was asking about why the mule was put on the gate. The way the mule works in this game is its priority is really wonky. So if you place the mule, you have, in order to get the mule to repair what you want, you have to place it on the building that's nearest to it, but isn't it. So if you want the mule to repair the tower, you put it on the gate. If you want it to repair the gate, you put it on the tower. If you want it to repair the fort, you put it on the fountain. It's very weird.
It's, yeah, that's the issue. Although, 5-man push in the bottom lane, 5-man retaliation here by the team of Well Met. And the golem is already making short work of this tower. It's going to be moving in together with Well Met. And we already saw what happened last time. the team that went with the golem was able to take, or rather dish out even more damage. There's the hook onto Alistar. Oh, he gets gorged! Alistar in a lot of trouble. He gets gorged behind the walls. Yeah, he has the dash. Oh, he gets out! Starfall, not enough. And that's going to be just enough for El Nexo to say, okay, we're out. Have a nice day.
That was so close. Just clipped the edge of the gate, and that was enough for the path for the object being solid to push him over, and he just escaped by the skin of his teeth there. And we do see WellMet clearing up the golem, but now they're going to lose they're not going to lose their top 4 actually. El Nexo deciding not to dive this one, and WellMet are going to be here in time to defend. El Nexo getting ready though. They have siege giants with them now, and they're going to go and start sieging this.
This one actually moving in just a little bit for the root, gets the root down onto Soke, and with the Sea Giants, like you said, they're going to be... He hooked the Banshee. Okay, that's an interesting one. I didn't know you could actually hook the Banshee, but apparently that's the case.
Banshees are completely solid. They are affectable by all CC and damage.
Well, we just found out. Just hook the Banshee. For now though, Bruiser Camp also going into the hands of El Nexo, and now that we have a little bit of a lull in the battle, we're going to be able to look at those talents that have been picked up. So Divine Storm, Maelstrom, Commandeer Odin, Gorge, and Starfall being picked up for Stitches, Tychus, Kerrigan, and Luther, and Tyrande, of course. And on the other side, not Giant Killer, Reyna's Raiders, we saw them, Shock and Awe, Army to Death, Rain of Vengeance, and Blink Heal for Brightwing. Those are the heroic abilities. But is there anything very special? Well, Vala is going for that build. Oh, Grand PKT gets hooked in!
God.
Oh my word.
Now this is where WellMet's comp will I've completely forgotten
excel.
the word. Excel, that's the word. Thank you very much. This is where WellMet's comp will excel, just picking off members of El Nexo. But El Nexo, they're winning everywhere else. And just picking people off is not going to be enough unless you can get to the late game where the respawn timers are long. And guess what's not going to happen on the Haunted Mines? A late game.
And Alistar, Lucifron, Lovers, XD, and Vortex are moving into the mines. I'm actually zooming in just to get a good glimpse of everybody. Brightwing moving in. It's starting to become more and more of a light show. And, well, Matt, they're a little bit late to the party here. They should have gone into the mines already. But they have to be very careful because, well, they're going to be at the bottom.
That unicorn is so neon does not help in the slightest from Vortex.
Not at all. But,
yeah, but here we go.
WellMet is moving in.
Gonna see a fight. It's 5 versus 5. Nomi hooks onto Alistar. He's gonna try and run backwards. The root has gone down into Soke, Hystercia, and Alistar is just gonna dash his way out, but he's dashed into the Starfall. Hiruke is coming in. He gets polymorphed. Hystercia does go down to Lucifron though. There's the shock and awe. Doesn't really do anything. Hiruke does go down though. It's Nomi, Soke, and Hasuob's left. As opposed to the entire team of El Nexo, they are able to micro their way out of this and stay alive. And I'm pretty sure I just saw a...
Oh, Brightwing in a lot of trouble, gets locked up in the Divine Storm, and now Hasuobs is going to try and chase it down with the overdrive. Is already out of his Odin form. There's the hook onto a skeleton. That's not what he wants to hook. And well, Matt knows, oh, we're in a load of trouble. We're going to be moving towards the other skeleton camps, going to try and take those out pretty fast. They're doing a good job there, though, but... it's not going to be even close to enough, as El Nexo already has 46 out of these skulls. And now they're moving in onto Nomi, and they're going to be forcing him away, and that's going to allow El Nexo to maybe, if they're fast, get a 76 skull golem.
Yeah, it is possible. So, we're going to see where El Nexo, they're clearing this as quick as possible, and WellMet going to try and react to this in, I think, probably the best way. Looks like they're going to push with their wave here, and maybe try and steal this, take this bot fort, but no, they're actually just going to raid into El Nexo's jungle and try and steal the watchtower. Not going to go for the easy camp. Now they're heading to the bot lane. They hook onto Lucifron, and Lucifron goes down super quick. He was far too low to be that far forward, and now WellMet are going to push in. Nice blink heal from Grand PKT to dodge that Starfall from Soke. Not Starfall, sorry. I don't actually know what the name of that ability is. Lunar Flare, that's the one.
Lunar Flare. Yeah, Starfall is the ultimate.
Yeah. It's the Starfall, that's Moonfire, and I wasn't actually aware of what that's called, so Lunar Flare.
But still, 76 skull golem. That's a golem that's at least 3 times as strong. Well, I'm not entirely sure what the exact figures are, but it's at least a lot stronger than the opposing golem. Takes already down one of these towers, and, well, Matt's doing a good job at least stopping the golem. I mean, they're not taking it down fast, but it's going fast enough. It's down to half hit points, and they should be able to take it down before it takes down the keep.
They'll save their keep from this, as opposed to, I think the keep might have died if the golem was left unattended. But we can see that El Nexo did take down WellMet's Golem quite a while ago. That went down almost instantly. Soke, once again, standing in the root. That does do a lot of damage, Soke. You need to be very careful with that. But Ufa is healing that up. And down goes the Golem, only taking about a quarter of that bottom keep away. And there is the Mule.
Still better than what the Golem did for the team of... correction, for WellMet. I mean, it only took down the tower to about 10% health, but it didn't get to the keep at all. So even if the Golem already took down the gate and the towers, and that's already a big win for El Nexo, who the only thing they have to do is stay ahead.
The trap. No, they decided to take it. The hook almost getting Vortex. That was close.
Yeah, it's very interesting how these teams are playing. Now with the Bruiser Camp and Siege Camp in the top lane, going towards the base of WellMet. Soke is looking to just jump into here with his lunar... What was it again? Lunar Flare. Yeah, there we go.
Yep, so we are seeing WellMet just having to play on the defensive because that's all they can do. Nomi looking for the picks. This is basically what WellMet have been reduced to.
Oh,
they
Nomi.
stay near their base, stay near their towers, try and protect their buildings and look for the hook opportunities. Nomi will likely be looking for a hook over here onto the Siege Giants, but there was no one there due to the fact that all of El Nexo are playing it safe, playing far away from WellMet's base. And like we said, WellMet just playing very defensively.
Interesting talents already being picked up here for Kerrigan, choosing to increase her Impaling Blades radius. Uther going for the Imposing Presence rather than the skill that reduces the cooldowns if you're above 80% health.
Hardened Focus.
Hardened Focus, yeah. It's always hard to keep those in mind. And even Brightwing not going for that one, going more for the Critterize to just take down whoever gets near. And now, well, El Nexo moving into the mines here, and you can see, well, Matt is like, do we want to go in, guys? Do we?
I think they have to, but the thing is, they revealed themselves by killing these minions. They're actually kind of waiting here, but they keep revealing themselves by sticking out the brush with these minions around. And we can see El Nexo are ready to try and fight here. Well met. I think they headed up there to try and bait them out. They're going to head in here. And now, well met, El Nexo were not ready here. They still get a root down. There's the hook onto Alistair. Alistair dashing out quickly. Rain of Vengeance hits Haruke twice. Haruke gets annihilated instantly. And also down goes Stitches and Kerrigan. Hasselhoff's already on the retreat. Soke is in the worst position here. He's having to run into the mines. And we're going to see El Nexo are chasing him down. Vortex is mounted up. He's going to chase him. And Falstad flies ahead of him. And Soke is in trouble. He will go down. There's the dash out of the Lunar Flare. And Soke will die here. There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
Finally.
Took a little bit longer, but look at the amount of skulls that El Nexo already has. Even if they decide to go straight back to their base to get all the mercenary camps, it is already way too much to handle. 68 skulls, and now they're going straight for the final golem. It's not a 100 skull golem hype, but it is a 98 skull golem. And, well, if I have to say, and I have to say so myself, 98 is pretty much 100.
Yeah, pretty much. 98 is as close as you're going to get to 100. That 2-skull golem from WellMet isn't
look at what Brightwing is doing right now. He's doing exactly the same thing as before.
Yeah, I like it. Wait until the last moment. Brightwing can teleport out whenever she wants. The team of El Nexo have beat back. They're ready. They are prepared. They're in the positions they need to be. They're clearing their waves. They're getting their defenses ready to so their waves will be in time to fight that golem, and they are getting ready to meet up in this bot lane.
So apparently, one of us is louder. So I'm going to what we're going to be doing before we fight, before we head into the next game. We will do a quick sound test.
Tell us which one is louder.
Yeah. So is it Technolink?
Later.
So yeah, it's Technolink and
Tetra.
Okay.
Alright, so Nomi did attempt to hook in there, but he was not able to land it onto anyone. Lucifer also not able to get his root down, but this golem is 100% going to get this keep. The question is, how much health will it have once it is done, and will it be able to push onto the core? Golem destroying everything right now, and the hook does land onto Lucifer. There is the gorge, and too eager there by Soke. Hystersia does have a stun, and he does land it though. Lucifer, though, able to back out. He is retreating. He's healing himself as much as possible with his ultimate, and he is going to survive. Down goes Ufa, though. And Lucifer once again backing out. There goes the shock and awe. But this is pretty much over unless we can see WellMet get some kills. Grand PKT does go down. Can they keep killing off members? I don't think it's going to be enough even if they do, because the Golem is killing their core. Hystercia being dropped low. Alistair being forced to retreat. Vortex will go down, but Lucifer is still alive in the back, wailing on this core, as well as Love vs XD. Love vs XD does go down, but it doesn't matter. Golem wins the game, and El Nexo takes game number 1.
Alright, so apparently I'm a little bit louder than you, Ditcher.
There's only 5 episodes currently, because they make 1 a year, which sucks. But would you like to introduce the players?
Yes, it's Hiroke in the blue trunks playing on Uther. We're looking at Hysterica playing on Falstad, Noe playing on Artis, and in the bottom side of the map it's Hasuops playing on the Sergeant Hammer, and finally Soke flittering around to the middle lane playing on a Nubarak.
And they are well met. So, spawning on the right-hand side in the red trunks. Starting in the mid lane, we have Alistair on the Valor. We have Grand PKT on the Brightwing. We have LOL versus XD on the Illidan. Vortex is on the Tychus, and Lucifron is on the Chen, and they are El Nexo. And they are setting a trap.
Oh my word. Hello, Hasuops. What are you doing? Dick.
Hasuops.
Goodbye.
Oh my god. And he's gone.
It's not really Hasuops, it's Hasu. Oops.
Yes, whoops. Yeah, very much so. And we can see WellMet instantly reacting to this by sending quite a few people to this bot lane in case this turns out that this free man push is a thing. And it's definitely going to be. We can see El Nexo trying to make the most of the situation while they have 3 people down here and gain control of this. This does mean there's going to be quite a violent fight over the bottom lane chest.
Yeah, it's a hard thing to get off your chest, and LOL vs XD together with Vortex should be able to easily get the full amount of coins. Top lane though, there's a little bit of a fight, but Alistar and Grand PKT are able to get themselves most of these coins. Nomi now coming in, they're looking to lock up Alistar. Vortex actually has rotated up to the top lane, going to try and deal as much damage to Hiroke as they can. There's the nade, didn't quite toss Hiroke into the fight, and now the Pirate Bay has arrived.
Yeah, the ship has arrived, and that didn't actually cause as much latency as it usually does.
I had a little bit of a spike, yeah.
I had a tiny bit, but better than usual. So we're now seeing El Nexo, as usual, dominating the game. They got 7 out of the 10 coins. 3 were stolen by Hiruke and Nomi on the side of WellMet. Alistair now going on to Hysterica. I'm not sure what Alistair thought he could do there, but was not able to get anything done. But he's going to be able to clear this wave pretty nicely. Top lane, however, pretty much completely in control of El Nexo. Hiruke is being forced way out of XP range. And now LOL vs XD going to be able to clear all of this and grab all the XP. In the meantime, bot lane finally going the way WellMet wants. Hasuops is getting free reign to wipe out these towers. Grand PKT being able to do pretty much nothing. A little bit of harass coming down, but the tower will still fall.
Yeah, this is the issue with dealing with a Sergeant Hammer in that bottom lane. You have to send in more than one person, and if you do, you leave open the rest of your sides. Now, Soke is in a lot of trouble, but is able to deep tunnel out of there together with the, the lurker smash, as I like to call it.
Oh my god!
Oh, the grenades!
The Hasuops! No overdrive though, but they still get him. Vortex though has been envenomed. He gets knocked up. Brightwing's heal did not come in time. He does go down. So that was a 1-for-1 Tychus for Sergeant Hammer. And the XP lead is a tiny bit in favor of El Nexo, and Lucifron's going to try and get them a little bit more, but they're not too bad. I just like the way. The reason they are ahead in XP, though, kills are almost even. They are 1 slight kill ahead, and they were able to completely deny the XP in that top lane, and it was very well done. So El Nexo just taking any advantage they can.
Yeah, and their opponents, they're getting ready to at least get themselves their own advantages. The camps have spawned, so the Bloom camp going over to Nomi. Easy pickups there. They're going to be picking up the Siege Giant camp pretty soon as well, I imagine. But the same happens for the other team. The guys from El Nexo are moving in onto their own camps, although their opponents have a little bit of a head start here. The advantage that El Nexo has, though, is the fact that they're going to be hitting their level 7 talents pretty soon, and that's going to give Chen his much-needed pressure point, which is going to allow him to root people he kicks.
Yep, this is the case, and we can also see that El Nexo were able to take their own Bruiser camp, so that's going to seriously help them with pushing. Grand PKT doing a good job with this as well. Sergeant Hammer still hanging around in this bottom lane, but now it is Chen here who's going to be able to jump onto Hasselhoffs if Hasselhoffs ventures too far. So Hasselhoffs going to be staying out of siege mode for the moment, going to be playing safe. There are siege giants with him. Let them get engaged upon first. And we're now seeing Vortex and LoL versus XD. They are heading to turn.
Grand PKT at the same time on the other side of the map is going to get taken out. But I'm getting the feeling that was just a bait to get him away from the hand-in point.
This seems quite likely because that is a full turn in for El Nexo, and now they are moving on to Hasselhoffs. Hasselhoffs being forced to back up, and El Nexo going to be able to grab this bottom chest as well. Top chest was taken by Well Met though.
Yeah, but that's not going to give them their full hand in just yet. They only... Actually, it does. Nomi has 9. But it's going to be hard for Nomi to actually get himself into a position where he's going to be able to hand in, due to the fact that right now the guys from El Nexo have a 3-man push in the bottom lane together with the Night Camp. Is going to put serious pressure onto Hasselhoffs.
Yep, Hasselhoffs is probably the best suited person to defend against this though, and that's what he's going to be doing. He does bonus damage to minions. I can actually tell you how much, but stuff is about to happen. They're going on to Nomi. Lucifer is the one out of position though. He's taking the most damage, but Nomi is still going to go down. Drops all of his 9 coins. Hysterica also going to go down. Drops his 5, I think, coins was that. And El Nexo just stealing everything. Take from them everything and leave them nothing. And that is horrible for Well Met.
Yeah, and the only thing they have left is a jar of dirt, and that's not going to help them at this point. Another barrage of these cannons is going to be taking down the fort. 2 shots, that's all it takes. And LoL vs XD already forcing Sake away. Cannons now going to be looking at the top lane, which have already been damaged, so that's going to be a full destruction of this side. And well, the only thing that didn't go down is that top turret, but... to add on to the pressure in the top lane, look at the Grave Golem. It is going to go the way of El Nexo, and they're just putting their foot down. Guys, you had your chance, but now it's our turn.
They are grabbing full control. Hasselhoffs is trying to do something down here. He has gone for the bonus damage build rather than the lifesteal build, so has very little sustain here. Even with the 30% extra damage to minions and structures in his siege mode, that doesn't help against Brightwing. And Brightwing has a lot more sustain than Sergeant Hammer when Sergeant Hammer has not taken any kind of lifesteal.
And that's, well, it doesn't really matter. Hiroke actually got into position to assist Hasselhoffs here, and I like what they're doing right now. They're just setting, they have the coins for pretty much a full turn in if they get one of the doubloon camps, but they're just going to go straight towards the fort. Take that one down, make your own hand-ins a lot stronger. But there's one thing they also have to keep in mind here, and that's the fact that, well, look at the top lane. There's a Grave Golem moving in, and that's going to try and take down the keep together with the rest of the team of El Nexo.
Yep, El Nexo pushing this in. Brightwing is the one in the bot lane clearing up this wave so that their fort in the bot lane does survive. It will actually go down to this minion wave, I'm pretty sure, but Brightwing can teleport to help her team whenever. But the push is over, so Brightwing's instead going to head into this bottom easy. She did have double bribe and is going to steal that instead. And the minion wave actually got there just in time to save the El Nexo bottom lane fort, and Brightwing teleporting to the turn-in and safety. And that will give her team another turn-in? Yes, with Illidan.
Yes, exactly. I was under the impression that they would get the exact, or rather at least put their coins in the bank, because they don't want them to be, well, they don't want to get mugged as they're trying to traverse the map. But yeah, now the fort is going to go down just to one.
It's so low, it just won't die.
Oh no, I'm talking about the blue fort.
Okay, well the red fort just won't die. It's been hit so many times, it just will not fall. And bot blue fort actually won't die. It will get down to, I think, a third health, maybe a quarter. But it will actually survive due to how many buildings were still alive in this bottom lane when the cannon barrage did start.
Point taken. Yeah, that's the issue with not pushing hard enough. Right, so for now, how many coins does the team of Well Met have? They have 4, 3, 1. That's 8 coins. That's not enough for a hand-in, and they're not going to be able to actually get themselves the hand-in anytime soon because all the camps are down. There are treasure chests now spawning, but Alistar and Vortex are already on the top one, and Grand PKT is just hanging about, just chilling at the bottom chest, waiting for his team to arrive.
Yeah, we can see Well Met, though, are here as well. They're waiting to engage. And El Nexo, they do get onto the chest first. Well Met not wanting to fight. There comes the poke from Nubrak. Does not land on anyone. It's quite easy to dodge if you can see it coming, which they did. And now El Nexo just going to turn all of these in, and that
that's
should be
another
another
full
10
in.
coins.
That's 16 coins.
Is it? Oh my god.
It is exactly 16 coins. Every single time, it is exactly what they need to hand in.
El
Very
Nexo,
well done by them.
masters of counting. Masters of the exact amount of turn-ins.
Yeah, they're probably some master's degree in computation or in calculus.
I know they both were. I know Lucifer and Vortex were students in something while they were StarCraft pros, but I don't know what. And now they're going on to Soke. Soke being dropped low instantly, and while you are polymorphed, no way to pop your shield, and it wouldn't have helped anyway. And Soke does go down. El Nexo just dominating this map. If this was the mines, it would, and they have played this well in the mines and got this much advantage on the mines, this game would be over already.
Yeah, definitely. El Nexo now just going to put down a bit of pressure here onto this keep. They're going to get slowed down though by the auto attacks because there are no means to go with it. And Lol vs XD has to be a little bit careful here, although they're jumping onto Hazwops. Hazwops immediately boosting straight out of there. Now they're onto Luciferon. Luciferon can't escape. He doesn't have anything except his ultimate, but he gets rooted. All three of his ultimate forms got rooted. Was able to jump out just by sheer, well, I guess just jamming the button. Get out, get out, get out. But this might be the moment where Matt can get one hand in. They have to go right now if they have the coins, but they don't.
Yeah, they're gonna try, and it's just no matter what Met do, they can't catch a break. They gotta kill someone. They've got 2 kills overall, and that was in the early game. And right now, El Nexo just dominating the control of the map, stealing the Bruiser camp from directly under Met's noses, and there is nothing they can do about it. And El Nexo just keeping on the pressure in every lane. Met though, they are going to be able to take their own bottom Bruiser camp, siege camp, which will give them a little bit of ease in that bottom lane, but there's 2 sets of knights in this top lane for them to deal with.
Another thing to keep in mind here is that the Grave Golem is going to be respawning in about 10 seconds, so that's going to be even more pressure on the map for the team of El Nexo. And yeah, the guys, when I'm looking at Met, it's probably not going to happen anymore. That's the issue.
I don't think they can do it.
They need a full hand in, they need it now. They should anticipate their opponents to be taking the Grave Golem, so they should be on the hand in point, and then they shouldn't be getting out of their horses. So Nomi's going to get the hand in, Haswaps, Hirake. Okay, they get 1 hand in. Is it going to be enough? It's not even going to take down 1 fort.
Nope, it is still completely fine. Like you said, won't take down a single fort, and Met, that is basically the seal for them. They are going to steal the bottom easy camp though from El Nexo, and they are all being back to base, the ones that aren't there already. Mid keep is about to go down. There is nothing they can do about that, but they are now all here, and this is where they have to fight. But the slow came out from Valor, and El Nexo already are out.
Yeah, they're Walmet immediately rotating up to the top lane, going to deal with this Grave Golem here. It's going down pretty fast, so Walmet only going to be losing 1 tower most likely, and that's going to allow them to clear out this wave as well. They do get some damage down onto these towers in the bottom lane, but Luciferon is here. He's going to be trying to deal with these Grave Golems. Right?
He won't actually clear them very quickly at all. He's going to be able to fire them and kick them, etc. But he's actually going to struggle to clear them. We might actually see them take the 2 that aren't aggroed onto him take down a tower. But no, here's the rest of his team, and they will be able to clear these up. On his own, though, might have been a struggle.
Yeah, if we're actually looking at it now that we have a little bit of time, we can look at the talents, or don't we?
No,
we don't have time.
This is risky. This is a bad
Luciferon.
move. But they might actually be able to get Luciferon. Luciferon does ult. He's going to back out of there as quick as possible. And now we can see the rest of El Nexo reacting to this on their way down to the bot lane. Met, their job here is done. They've instilled fear in Luciferon's heart and forced Luciferon to ult, so they are going to use this opportunity to back up.
I like what Met is doing here. They're moving towards that middle fort, going to take that one down, get themselves some experience here. They've hit level 16, so if they want to fight, they have to do it within the next few moments. If we're looking at talent, I haven't been looking at talents just yet, but the treasure chests are now up. El Nexo just hanging back a little bit. They have 17 coins in their possession. If they lose Illidan, that would be horrid, and it would at least give Met 2 handeds in a row.
Yep, and we can see that El Nexo is still playing very cautiously. They're looking for their opportunity to fight, and they just don't want to get caught here. And we can see Met will likely reveal themselves very soon here by taking this top chest. We will, El Nexo will see the number going down, so they will know it is time to react, and they're going to take the bottom Bruiser camp.
And now that we have a little bit of time before they take it, a Stone Skin on Artist, Overdrive on Valstad, another Stone Skin on Size Hammer, Uther with the Imposing Presence, and Blood for Blood on Anubarak. On the other side, Stone Skin for Tychus, combination attack for Chen, Vala going for the Executioner, Blood for Illidan, and finally Criterize for Brightwing as level 16 talents.
Yeah, this is the case, but El Nexo are just completely let Well Met get the turn in, and are going to use this opportunity to take control of this bottom lane and see if they can maybe get another keep, but they've already forced Well Met to back.
Yeah, well, Met is in a really bad position here because there are 2 Siege Giants and 4 Knights moving in onto these towers. Towers are falling very, very fast, and well, Met needs to fight right now if they want to at least save their towers. Looks like they're not willing to do so just yet, so they're just cleaning up here, and then just allowing their opponents to go towards the turning point. Speaking of which, 13 plus 6 is 19. Oh, Gnomi is in a lot of trouble. He gets popped. Goodbye.
They go down so quick. It's so much damage from El Nexo here. And Well Met, even though they're only technically 1 level behind, they just pop instantly anytime they try to fight, and they just can't do it. There we go. There's the full turn-in from El Nexo again, keeping control of this game drastically, and they're just going to once again steal Well Met's Bruiser Camp, and
get this keep.
Looking so bad for Well Met.
Yeah, this keep is down.
Yep, that is gone. And it's actually going to take down a lot of the bottom lane as well. It will take down at least both towers, and actually with the gate and both towers only on 1 shot. I do not know if that will take down the 4. No, it won't. It will not.
That was interesting. It shot a bullet it didn't need to shoot. That's a new one. Haven't seen that one before.
Yeah, it does do that, which is why you shouldn't actually damage buildings that are already targeted by the cannon.
Yeah, but it wasn't targeted
even.
It wasn't even targeted.
I know, that's just general advice.
Yeah, true enough. But at the same time, a little bit. Usually, it tends to at least say, okay, you have about 500 hit points left, so I'm only firing with 1 shot instead of 2. But well, El Nexo just going to continue clearing out the map. They have 4 coins on LoL versus XD. They have 2 coins on Alistar, 5 coins on Lucifron. I can just hit the tab button. That's a lot easier. They don't have enough for a full hand in though. And their opponents, they're moving around the observatory area, which is a little bit scary though. Because, well, that's going to just proc El Nexo in taking down the keep in 1 go. Yep,
they are just all going to dive it. Showing yourselves at that watchtower does mean that El Nexo know exactly where you are. And Well Met, nowhere near in time to defend this keep. And El Nexo going to back up here. They're going to kite and wait for their opportunity to re-engage. There's a shotgun. Oh, hits absolutely no one. Knockup, though, gets Vortex and Alistair. Lucifron has had to pop his ult. And there is the fight. The turnaround comes out of Well Nexo. There is the Divided Storm, though, by Hiruke, but it's not going to be enough. Lord versus XD chasing onto Hysteria of Lucifron, going on him as well. Hasselhoff is being forced to micro backwards, but he's getting body blocked. There comes the kill. Hysteria is still alive. Hiruke is going to go down, as well as Nomi, thanks to the big red button. And Hysterica does survive, but that is a 4-for-0 in favor of El Nexo. They're going to dive this 4 with the help of some Siege Giants, and that will be GG. And El Nexo are your second finalists, and they will move on to play My Insanity.
And those matches will be played right after this game, so make sure to stay tuned as the core health has dropped to 0. Thatcher, what a game. I mean, El Nexo, they took control of the early game.